So if the user goes to the favorite page for the first time, he or she will not be able to see anything because obviously he or she has not added any movie to the favorite list. And it's going to redirect them to the main page. And they will never know what the problem is. Therefore, we need to kind of tell them that, hey user, you have not added any movie to the favorite list. Therefore, we have redirected you to the main page, and you need to add a movie to the favorite list in order to see and check out that favorite list. So how can we do that? How can I translate that short speech that I have just given you into code? Well, it's very simple. In Flask, you can use what's called flash messages. Flash messages basically are messages that you can use to let the user know about something, just to inform the user about something, and once the user is informed, it will automatically be removed from your website. In other words, flash messages are messages that get displayed only once, and once they are displayed, they will disappear. So let's now work on that. So in our project, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to first head on over to the index.py, and then I'm going to here import, comma, and then I'm going to import flash. You need to import the flash. And this is the flash function that's going to let me display the flash messages. So we want to display a flash message in the favorite list page. Here, before we redirect the user to the main page, we need to send a message to that user. So to send a message, to write a message, you can here use the flash, and then you can pass your message. Here in double quotes, I'm gonna say here the favorite list is empty. List is empty. Of course, you can type any other message you want, but I'm gonna just say here the favorite list is empty. And then now that we have created this message, we need to display this message. This is just creating the message. This flash function or method is going to let us just kind of store that message, but we need to display that message to the user. So we need to tell Flask, hey Flask, now that we have this message in the flash, we want to display it. So where do we want to display this message? Well, we want to display it in the home page. So to display it in the home page, I'm going to use the index.html because the index is the parent, and all other files, all other HTML files are children. Therefore, whenever we have a flash message, it will be displayed in any of these files. Therefore, here in the index, I'm going to create a new block. Here I'm going to say double curly braces and then percentages, and then I'm going to say here with, in order to get the flash messages, first I'm going to get the flash messages. I'm going to say here get flashed underscore messages, and then this is going to get the flash messages, but we need to store it in a variable. So I'm going to say here with messages, and then equals to get flashed messages. So this get flashed messages is provided by Flask, and this with is just a keyword that's included in Python programming language. And then we need to here, before I forget, we need to end this block. So I'm going to say here end with, because whenever we have a block, we need to end it. And then in between here, since now we have the messages, we want to loop over these messages. But we only have one message, but it doesn't matter. We need to loop over all of the messages because maybe you have added more than one message. Therefore, we need to display all of them. So I'm going to say here, I'm going to say first, if we have here, I'm going to say if statement. I'm going to say if messages, if we have messages, then we need to loop over these messages and display them. So if we have messages, I'm going to say UL, and then class flashes, and then inside this UL we need to loop over the messages. So I'm going to say here again for message in messages. for message in messages, and then I need to display each message li in an li element, and I'm going to display that message. First we need double curly braces and then message. And finally we need to end this for block. I'm going to say here curly braces and then percentages and then end for. And of course we need to end this if. So here we also need end if. And let me just organize my code here. Let me get this. And finally, I'm going to also give this li a class called alert, which is just a bootstrap class that's going to display the message in an awesome alert, in an awesome block that has a color, and you can specify the color by passing the alert and then class name. I'm going to say alert danger, which is an awesome class given by Bootstrap that's going to display the message in a block, and that block has a red color background. And now we are done, but make sure before we save and test, make sure that you don't have any typos or syntax errors here. So once you are done, let's save and let's head on over back to the browser to test. So let me now head on over back to the browser, and now in the browser let me first refresh, and then let me click on favorite. So once I click on favorite, guess what? First it's gonna take us to the favorite page, but it's not going to return anything from the favorite page. Therefore it's gonna redirect us or the user to the home page, and it's gonna display the message as you can see here. Here it's displaying this message, the favorite list is empty. And now if you refresh, guess what? The message will be gone, because the message, as I told you, Flash messages get displayed only once, and now it's gone. And if you click on favorite one more time, it's going to display the message, and if you go to any page, the message will no longer be in your website. So this is an awesome feature that you can add to your website to make it better and give the user the best possible user experience.